Demo of our project Guardrail UI for hallucination detection and prevention. So what you're seeing here is a workflow that first retrieves evidence, then generates a structured JSON response, and finally makes a binary allow or a block decision. The goal is to prevent unsupported medical answers from being shown to the user. So on the left, we can change. You can see that we can change the pipeline behavior without touching any code. For this demo, I'll keep the model mode on guarded reg. Here it can be seen, which means the system not only retrieves evidence and generates an answer, but also checks whether the answer is sufficiently grounded in the retrieved context. We can also adjust safety knobs like top K, retrieval, the grounding threshold, and the minimum coverage ratio. So I've already pasted a query here. So let's just start with the simple one. For example, for this case, it's what is warfarin used for. I've already set the bar for different metrics. Here we get an allow decision. That means the system found enough supporting evidence, generated a response that matched the retrieved context, and passed the safety checks. We can see the grounding score, the coverage score, and the latency for the run. Below that, the interface shows the retrieved snippets first. We can see at least 10 snippets, but because that's what the matrix was set to. And these snippets are important for transparency. So instead of asking the audience to trust the model blindly, we can point directly to the evidence. The answer is based on, and in the structured JSON output, we can see both the answer and the decision metadata in a reproducible format. So now let's see what happens when the checks become stricter. I'm going to raise the grounding threshold so the system requires much stronger evidence support. Then I'll run a vaguer prompt again. So I've increased the grounding threshold here. This time the result is block. The interface still looks consistent, but instead of returning a normal answer, it returns a refusal JSON and shows the rule tag that triggered the block. So the system is not just failing silently, it's explicitly documenting why the response was rejected. That's useful for both debugging and a demonstration guardrail behavior in a measurable way. Finally, I'll switch to the self-correcting mode. In this mode, the system can retry internally, for example by reformulating the query or expanding retrieval before it makes a final decision. So rather than blocking immediately, it first attempts to recover and produce a grounded answer. If that still fails, then it returns the final block. And to connect this live demo back to our evaluation metrics, the lower section of the interface shows the latest evaluation metrics and the comparison across different model mode. Here we can see that those metrics come from our batch evaluation pipeline, which is what supports the numbers we report in the slides.